Well, good evening everyone and welcome to the Castle Church Big Quiz 2020. After the success of last year, when we had loads of teams here in the hall, we decided to do the quiz again this year. Unfortunately, things are a bit different at the moment, aren't they? So we can't all be together. However, we've still got over 10 teams taking part in our quiz, and hopefully we're going to have loads of fun together. So first thing I'm going to do is go through some of the teams. Now, normally in the hall, you'd expect to hear a cheer when your name is mentioned, wouldn't you? So what we're going to have to do this year is make sure you cheer twice as loud so we can hear you wherever you are in Stafford or further beyond. Okay, so I'm going to go through those teams that have signed up so far for tonight. So when you hear your name, let's have a big cheer. So first up, we've got So Near Yet So Far. We've got The Wanderers. Keeping Up with the Quizdashians. I think that may well be the Vickers team, by the way, if you want to pick on a team later on. We've got the Thomas Titans. We've got the Lockdown Loonies. We've got the Covidiots. We've got Team Armstronomic. We've got the Troubles. We've got the Betty Fan Club. We've got Sunshine Indoors. And we've got the Crumblies. Okay. So the format of the quiz is the same as last year, if you remember and you took part, as we're going to join hundreds of churches around the UK doing this big quiz. I'll start the video shortly, and after a short intro from Stafford, we'll have the first half of the quiz. After 25 minutes, we'll have a short break, and I'll come back to you to give you an update on the scores, and I'll also come at the end as well to give an update on the scores at the end, when I'll also reveal the prizes. Okay, so before we start, there's just three quick things that I want to mention. Firstly, normally I would ask teams to swap papers with the table next to them for marking, but I think this is a bit much to ask. For example, we can't really ask the Sowerbutts to exchange with the Thomas Titans at the other end of Newport Road, especially in this rain. So please, if you can, mark your scores yourselves and mark honestly. If you can send your scores in as quick as you can via the Facebook Messenger stream on the comments, and hopefully I'll be able to reveal the scores at the end if everybody does that. Secondly, we will have Facebook chat open, and the best messages are going to appear on the screen as you're doing the quiz. So please be interactive and make sure that you wind up the vicar as much as possible, because I'm here with him tomorrow morning on my own, and it's absolutely impossible whenever he wins the quiz. And thirdly and finally, and probably most importantly, if you can, and you can spare the money, if you can give a little bit to the tier fund, there's a link on our website and you can follow that link and you can give to their Just Giving page. Okay, so I think I've said enough. If you're all ready, it's time to start the quiz.
It's the 14th of November,
which can mean only one thing.
It's time to get your quiz heads on.
Welcome to the Big
Quiz Night. Welcome to the Big Quiz Night 2020. I'm Lisa and you're one of thousands of people taking part in Stafford's Big Quiz Night across the UK, all with the aim of ending extreme poverty. Stafford works in over 50 countries around the world, responding to disasters and helping communities to discover that the answer to poverty is within themselves. By supporting Stafford tonight, you are helping make a difference to people such as Alea. For Alea and others like her, poverty is a huge barrier that stops them from enjoying life in all its fullness, a life that enables people to thrive, not just survive.
Inandinalaya, nizaga don't flee. Demavuranja.
Ina zana ni mavura njala ndimarire kalina chimanga chimarengera madzi. Tinja wake ndi wachiwidzi. Tufori mtsinjewo ulibe mirengo mpheperemo. Urakhala ndi mirengo ndi chimanga tikalima madzi amakakokolola.
Malawi is affected by hunger because of changing weather. There are times when we have excessive rainfall. In a very short period, we have too much rainfall. It causes flooding, washing away people's crops. Sometimes we have also a dry spell. Rains just stop. Therefore, the crops, they lack water to be sustained in terms of crop development. So these two situations, they are affecting people's farming, leading to hunger.
We'll be hearing more about Alea's story later. But for now, let's meet our fantastic quiz masters who'll be bringing us all the questions.
I'm Virginia Luckett and I'm in beautiful West Dorset.
Hi, I'm Stafford from London, UK. I'm the Head of African and Caribbean Engagement here at Stafford.
Hello, my name's Ian and I'm the Internal Communication and Engagement Manager at Stafford. I live in Bristol.
Hi, my name is Gemma and I am on the coast in Northern Ireland.
Hey everyone, I'm Gideon and I'm in Little Sandhurst in Berkshire.
Hi, my name is Hayley Damon and I'm in Peckham, London.
Thank you, quiz masters. I'm looking forward to putting my knowledge to the test and I hope you are too. So sharpen your minds, get your pencils ready. Let's get quizzing.
Thanks, Lisa. Now in this round, you've got to guess the missing words from these famous lyrics. Question number 1. Ed Sheeran, The A-Team. White lips, pale face, breathing in. Hint, wintry flutter. That question again. Ed Sheeran, The A-Team. White lips, pale face, breathing in. Hint, wintry flutter. Question number 2. Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire. What is a burning thing and it makes a fiery ring? Hint, it's all you need. And that question again. Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire. What is a burning thing and it makes a fiery ring? Hint, it's all you need. Question number 3. ABBA, I Have a Dream. If you see the wonder of a hint, it's a grim story. That question again. ABBA, I Have a Dream. If you see the wonder of a hint, it's a grim story. Question number 4. Baby Shark, at last. Hint, locked away. And that question again. Baby Shark, at last. Hint, locked away. Question number 5. Oasis, Champagne Supernova. Slowly walking down the hall faster than a hint. Rock on, Tommy. That question again. Oasis, Champagne Supernova. Slowly walking down the hall faster than a hint. Rock on, Tommy. Question number 6. Tom Jones. It's not unusual to go out at any time. Ba-da-da-da-da. But when I see you out and about, it's such a hint, it never pays. And that question again? Tom Jones. It's not unusual. It's not unusual to go out at any time, but when I see you out and about, it's such a hint, it never pays. Question number 7. Auld Lang Syne by Robert Burns. We'll take a cup o' yet for Auld Lang Syne. Hint, a random act. And that question again? Auld Lang Syne by Robert Burns. We'll take a cup o' yet for Auld Lang Syne. Hint, a random act. And that's the end of the music round. The answer to question 1 is snowflakes. The answer to question 2 is love. The answer to question 3 is a fairy tale. The answer to question 4 is safe. The answer to question 5 is cannonball. The answer to question 6 is crime. The answer to question 7 is kindness. Right, so that's the end of the music round. Let us know where you're quizzing from by using the hashtag #BigQuizNight. And be sure to share your pictures on social media. Back to you, Lisa.
We often look at the future, but how much do we remember the past? Here's Gemma in Northern Ireland bringing us the history round.
Thanks, Lisa. Question 1. Which monarch was crowned Queen of Scotland at just 9 months old? That question again. Which monarch was crowned Queen of Scotland at just 9 months old? Question 2. During the 10 plagues of Egypt, what amphibians did the Lord use to afflict the Egyptians? That question again. During the 10 plagues of Egypt, what amphibians did the Lord use to afflict the Egyptians? Question 3. French fashion designer Coco Chanel is best known for introducing the world to the little black dress. She launched her first perfume in 1921. What was it called? That question again. French fashion designer Coco Chanel is best known for introducing the world to the little black dress. She launched her first perfume in 1921. What was it called? Question 4. Which stone found in 1799 proved to be the key to deciphering the ancient Egyptian writings called hieroglyphs? That question again. Which stone found in 1799 proved to be the key to deciphering the ancient Egyptian writings called hieroglyphs? Question 5. Achilles was famous for fighting in the Trojan War, but what was his nationality? That question again. Achilles was famous for fighting in the Trojan War, but what was his nationality? Question 6. In which city was the British passenger liner RMS Titanic built? That question again. In which city was the British passenger liner RMS Titanic built? Question 7. In 1923, the Ottoman Empire dissolved. What country did it become? That question again. In 1923, the Ottoman Empire dissolved. What country did it become? And that is the end of the history round. Answer to question 1 is Mary, Queen of Scots, and will accept any combination. Answer to question 2 is frogs. Answer to question 3 is Chanel number 5. Answer to question 4 is the Rosetta Stone. Answer to question 5 is Greek. Answer to question 6 is Belfast. Answer to question 7 is the Republic of Turkey, and will accept Turkey. And those are all the answers for the history round. I hope you smashed it. Back to you, Lisa.
I think I'm warming up. I did so much better there. Right, on to the next round, sports.
Hi, my name is Gideon and I'm in Berkshire, and I'm going to be bringing you the sports round. Question 1. Which male tennis player has won the most Grand Slam singles in history, including a record 8 Wimbledon titles? And here's the question again. Which male tennis player has won the most Grand Slam singles titles in history, including a record 8 Wimbledon titles? Question 2. The Rugby World Cup, the World Championship for men's rugby union teams, takes place every 4 years. The most recent edition was held in 2019. Which East Asian country hosted it? And here it is again for you. The Rugby World Cup, the World Championship for men's rugby union teams, takes place every 4 years. The most recent edition was held in 2019. Which East Asian country hosted it? Question 3. Megan Rapinoe, 35, won the Ballon d'Or Féminin and Best FIFA Women's Player of the Year in 2019. She is a gold medal Olympian and 2-time World Cup champion with which country's football team? Here's the question again. Megan Rapinoe, 35, won the Ballon d'Or Féminin and Best FIFA Women's Player in 2019. She is a gold medal Olympian and 2-time World Cup champion with which country's football team? Question 4. In bowling, what type of bird gives its name to the term used for 3 consecutive strikes? And again, in bowling, what type of bird gives its name to the term used for 3 consecutive strikes? Question 5. Which NBA player, commonly considered the greatest basketball player of all time, also tested out a career in baseball in 1994? Here's the question again. Which NBA player, commonly considered to be the greatest basketball player of all time, also tested out a career in baseball in 1994? Question 6. A score of 3 under par on a single hole in golf is named after which large seabird? And again, a score of 3 under par on a single hole in golf is named after which large seabird? Question 7, last question of the round. Which famous athlete, who allegedly threw his Olympic gold medal into a river as a statement against discrimination, is known for the quote, "float like a butterfly, sting like a bee," which he said described his boxing style? One more time. Which famous athlete, who allegedly threw his Olympic gold medal into a river as a statement against discrimination, is known for the quote, "float like a butterfly, sting like a bee," which he said described his boxing style? And that's the end of the sports round. The answer to question 1 is Roger Federer. The answer to question 2, Japan. The answer to question 3, the United States of America football team. Answer to question 4, a turkey. Answer to question 5, Michael Jordan. Answer to question 6, an albatross. And finally, the answer to question 7, Muhammad Ali, or will also accept Cassius Clay. Those were the answers for the sports round. I hope you did well.
Well, that's the end of the sports round. Thanks to Gideon. Right, let us know where you're quizzing from by using the hashtag BigQuizNight on social media, and don't forget to share your picks with us. We are now going to find out more about Alea and how the money that you've raised tonight goes towards supporting people just like her in lifting themselves out of poverty.
Makalana, ndineo, ndabam. Zero kuti sebesi ubere manguja gamodzi. Ndi mava kubwereka. Mimba mama ndibwereka ndakanija ntima kunjenjemera. Ndi mava kubwereka. Simwana jalulira akulira ndi njala magena ndinosowejwa. Sizukugenda ifoja chani. Chifoja kandi cha madzi. Madzi cha madzokola chakudya chija. Takakuri madzi cha bugwe zakudya zija. Tose likazokhala pampantendere. Tikaza kugenda chano ana akazumwalira nangapeza bwanji chakudya mageso chakudya chomusowa. Nyenzenja imeli malipanga pamudzi pakoma bathu imakwana ni yezi 11 ndi banja. Tima mupempha mbuya uja. Kwa mbuya mukhulukire.
Alea is in desperate situation. The means she relies on for food and income is failing again and again. To help communities that are affected by changing weather, Stafford and our partner, Assemblies of God, are teaching them better ways of farming so that they can farm smarter. We are also teaching them business skills, beekeeping, livestock production, particularly on goat and chicken rearing. This is very, very, very important because it provides families with alternative so that they are able to sell livestock or honey and then have money which they use it for when they have hunger.
What a powerful and moving story. We have the opportunity to change things for Alea. We saw in the film that £16 releases 2 households like Alea's by giving them 5 kilograms of weatherproof seeds to produce an abundant harvest. By giving tonight, you will enable our church partners to provide the vital long-term support that Alea and others need to lift themselves out of hunger. Please support Alea and give what you can by donating to your host Just Giving page. For those joining us on the live stream, the link will be in the chat box and on your screen now. And that's the end of our first half, and now it's time for a break. So why don't you grab yourself a cuppa and a great snack, and we'll be back together in 5 minutes.
Well, how did you all get on in the first half? It looks like there were some good scores based on the comments. People seem to be doing okay. Just one point, the Nadal-Federer question, it was a bit confusing, so we decided to put the alternative answer so you can have either answer for that question. Sorry, Scott, despite your Wimbledon knowledge there. Just one more point of order. I didn't actually specify the team size before we started. I noticed that one of the teams may be pushing the boundaries of the number of people that are allowed in the team with 72, probably slightly too big. And I've also dialed 999 and they're coming round to arrest you now, Philip. Okay, but do remember it's quality, not quantity. Okay, so that's the end of the first half. You can see we've got about a 5-minute break till the second half starts. So just get yourselves a drink, get yourself some snacks. Remember, there's no designated drivers tonight because you're all at home, so you can all enjoy yourself with another drink. And enjoy the second half, and I'll be back at the end. Thank you.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the first half and had a great break. I can see competition is building. It's so exciting. Well done. Let's get stuck into the second half. Here's Ian with the geography round.
Thanks, Lisa. Question 1. Nippon is another name for which East Asian country? So that question again. Nippon is another name for which East Asian country? Question 2. Which of the Channel Islands is the largest? So that question again. Which of the Channel Islands is the largest? Question 3. Which city is situated in 2 continents, Asia and Europe? So that question again. Which city is situated in 2 continents, Asia and Europe? Question 4. In which northeastern US state is Harvard University? So that question again. In which northeastern US state is Harvard University? Question 5. Madagascar is surrounded by which ocean? That question again. Madagascar is surrounded by which ocean? Question 6. The second longest coastline after Canada is in which Southeast Asian country? So that question again. The second longest coastline after Canada is in which Southeast Asian country? And question 7. How many Great Lakes are there in North America? That question again. How many Great Lakes are there in North America? And that's the end of the geography round. The answer to question 1 is Japan. Question 2, the answer is Jersey. Answer to question 3, the answer is Istanbul, or formerly Constantinople. Question 4, Massachusetts. The answer to question 5 is the Indian Ocean. Question 6, Indonesia. And the answer to question 7 is 5. So those are all the answers to the geography round. I hope your answers were world-beating. Back to you, Lisa.
Now over to someone who's not afraid of the camera and sure to bring you fun. Introducing Virginia in Dorset, bringing you the film round.
Thanks so much, Lisa. Question 1. A super tough kangaroo is the name in Spain for which 2005 American family comedy film about an unusual childminder starring Vin Diesel? Hint, we call them dummies. That question again. A super tough kangaroo is the name in Spain for which 2005 American family comedy film about an unusual childminder starring Vin Diesel? And if you remember the hint, we call them dummies. Question 2. Big Liar is the name in China for which 1995 historical drama about an American president starring Anthony Hopkins? Hint. Tricky Dicky. That question again. Big Liar is the name in China for which 1995 historical drama about an American president starring Anthony Hopkins? Hint. Tricky Dicky. Question 3. Vaseline is the name in Argentina of which 1978 American musical romantic comedy film? Hint. Oh, yes, indeed. That question again, if you can bear it. Vaseline is the name in Argentina of which 1978 American musical romantic comedy film? Hint. Oh, yes, indeed. Question 4. Mum, I Miss the Plane is the name in France of which 1990 American comedy film starring Macaulay Culkin? Hint. Kids Beat Bungling Burglars. That's a tongue twister. That question again. Mum, I Miss the Plane is the name in France of which 1990 American comedy film starring Macaulay Culkin? Hint. Kids Beat Bungling Burglars. Question 5. It's Raining Falafel is the name in Israel for which 2009 American computer animated science fiction comedy? Hint. IKEA's most favourite dish. That question again. It's Raining Falafel is the name in Israel of which 2009 American computer animated science fiction comedy? Hint. IKEA's most favourite dish. Question 6. The Teeth from the Sea is the name in France of which 1975 American thriller film starring Roy Scheider? Hint. You're gonna need a bigger boat. That question again. The Teeth from the Sea is the name in France of which 1975 American thriller film starring Roy Scheider? Hint. You're definitely gonna need a bigger boat. And our last question for this round, question 7. Meetings and Failure in Meetings is the Portuguese name of which 2003 comedy drama starring Bill Murray? Hint. This could certainly be the title of this round. Last question again. Meetings and Failures in Meetings is the Portuguese name of which 2003 comedy drama starring Bill Murray? Hint: it could be the title of this round. And that, my friends, is the end of the film round. The answer to question 1 was the pacifier. The answer to question 2 was Nixon. Well done if you got that one. The answer to question 3, it couldn't have been anything else but Greece. The answer to question 4 was, you guessed it, Home Alone. The answer to question 5, it wasn't falafels. It was Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. And the answer to question 6 was Jaws, of course. And the last answer to question 7 was Lost in Translation. Well done. If you've got any or all of those right, congratulations.
From the bustling city of London, here's Heidi taking us back to nature with the Natural World Round.
Thanks, Lisa. Question 1. Which is the only bird known to be capable of flying backwards? That question again. Which is the only bird known to be capable of flying backwards? Question 2. One of Peppa Pig's best friends is called sheep. And that question again. One of Peppa Pig's best friends is called sheep. Question 3. Bees are found on every continent on Earth except for one. Which? That question again. Bees are found on every continent on Earth except for one. Which? Question 4. Iguanas have 3 of something that most animals have only 2 of. What is this? That question again. Iguanas have 3 of something that most animals have only 2 of. What is this? Question 5. Lemurs are native to what African island nation? That question again. Lemurs are native to what African island nation? Question 6. What US state is the only place in the world where alligators and crocodiles exist together naturally in the wild? That question again. What US state is the only place in the world where alligators and crocodiles exist together naturally in the wild? Question 7. Pakistan and Syria share the same national flower, which can be used to flavour tea. What is it? That question again. Pakistan and Syria share the same national flower, which can be used to flavour tea. What is it? And that's the end of the Natural World round. The answer for question 1, the hummingbird. The answer for question 2, Susie. The answer for question 3, Antarctica. The answer for question 4, eyes. The answer for question 5, Madagascar. The answer for question 6, Florida. The answer for question 7, jasmine. And those are the answers for the Natural World round. I hope you did brilliantly. Back to you, Lisa.
Thank you, Heidi. And that's the end of the quiz. How did you do? Were you able to get lots of good points? Some of those rounds were definitely harder than others. We do have time for just one final message from our wonderful quiz masters.
Thank you for being a part of the Big Quiz Night.
And helping to lift people out of poverty.
If you haven't given yet, there's still time.
Visit your host's Just Giving page.
Or, if you're on the live stream, click on the link in the chat box or on your screen now.
God bless. See you next year. Bye.
Well, I think we've just about done the scores. I hope you can see it on the screen. I'm not sure I can quite read it from here, unfortunately. But yeah, I think we all had a good time. There was plenty of fun on Facebook, which was good, which is what we wanted. Really, really pleased everybody's done well, got such a high score. And it's now time to reveal our first, second and third, which you can probably see. So, in third place, we have Sunshine Indoors. Is that right, Jacob? Yeah, Sunshine Indoors with what score? 37. Now, third place, what you get is a church lolly, redeemable at any Sunday service that you like. So well done, that's third place. In second place, controversially knocked off their pillar as the reigning champions is the Vicar, the Quizdashians. And you get, for second place, you get a box of roses. You can collect them in the morning. And first place, drum roll please, is the Covidiots, which I think is Dina's team. Well done. You get a box of M&S chocolates. So congratulations, well done. So I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all had a good time. And hopefully this time next year we'll be able to do it again and be all together. So thank you very much and have a good night.